All right, folks. Hope you guys are having a good day here. Let's go ahead and get this show on the road. Let's get this show on the road. Anyway, hope you guys are having a great day. Today, my funny lighting here. Super. Putting a shadow on my face? Yeah, it was. Put that over here. Put that over there so we get the window light, which may fade. But I kind of like it dark today. We got a black light on me. It doesn't provide a lot of illumination, but you can actually do some weird stuff with like color intensity. You guys are having a good Saturday. We're gonna play some Final Fantasy in a minute. But before I do that, I'm going to talk about theater kids because, I don't know, I think that's fun. Bum, bum. Okay. Theater kids. There's my chat. There it is. Hope you guys are doing good. All right. See if I can do one other thing here. Before we get going. Okay, now I think I'm ready to go. Enjoy the music for a little bit. Let's bring that back down. All right, theater kids. That's the new hyper accurate meme. What do I mean by theater kids? Theater kids. I did theater. I've done musical theater. I've done all kinds of theater. Theater kids. I'm going to plug Conan Esquire. And I'm going to plug a book here. Bam. Steampunk has been theater kids glue trash to other trash to pretend the future happened differently, but with no greater inconvenience. So steampunk, it's hard to figure out what steampunk is. It's not cyberpunk. Cyberpunk is like the future, but, you know, bad. Steampunk is an aesthetic. It's like 19th century aesthetics going forward. If you really want to understand steampunk, this is actually a really good thread on that. Steampunk is really like the old order never went away. The old grand Europe that peaked in the 19th century didn't get utterly destroyed with World War I and World War II and get turned into the modern mush that we have now. Rather, you have gentlemen, you have artisans, you have all of the things which made the 19th century great. If you think about the end of the 19th century, you had like peak art, you had like peak music, peak opera. Everything was like at an aesthetic peak as far as the more developed forms, the forms that are made for the educated. And then we've had a devolution into the modern mush that we have where people flip paint onto a canvas and get money for it. But anyway, that's what's appealing to steampunk, really. It's not just, it's really the idea of a world, of the old world continuing forward. But theater kids gluing trash to other trash to make this. There's a group I used to like that my friend Daryl turned me on to. Called, I think it's called Steam Powered Giraffe. It's like a steampunk band, but then like the lead singer decided, or went trans, and then like the entire thing became an over serious like burlesque show almost, instead of being a musical project. So theater kids are the people that basically method act the world. They take everything really seriously. If you remember from high school, you had this clique of theater kids, right? Not everyone who did theater was in this clique, but there was this little clique. Every high school pretty much had this little clique of theater kids who took whatever they did way too seriously. they were really serious about theater. They were really serious about acting. They were really serious about stage decorating or whatever it was. They were just really serious about whatever it was that was honestly not to be taken all that seriously. If you think about acting is pretend play. So it's really something that isn't all that serious when you stop and think about it. It's something that should be fun and interesting and dramatic, but not, this is my life. So method acting, you take it very seriously. I am this character and this character is me. So you get people that, I think this explains a lot of the modern, I guess, geek culture and destruction of geeky things, the destruction of things by nerds, really is theater kids. This, not just kids from theater, but this, let's call it an archetype called the theater kid, where, their D&D character has to be them. It has to reflect some fundamental truth about themselves. And the official rules also have to acknowledge all of their weirdness and their fetishes. Like, what's the rule set for my non-binary D&D character? It's like, shouldn't even impact gameplay. It shouldn't matter. Well, my character is trans. Okay. I don't think that's really a thing in Greyhawk, but okay, your character's trans. Well, what does that do? It does nothing. It doesn't do anything. This game is about killing orcs and getting treasure and figuring out how to do that efficiently. It's about efficient play of mastering an environment. It's not about what your character is or his backstory. Let me write a 4,000 word backstory for my character, for my D&D character. This is the theater kid talking. If you want to put it in like metal terms, I don't know. I'm going to be too esoteric here, but I just can't think of a better example. There's this black metal musician who goes by the name King of Hell. It's from Norway. He was in Gorgoroth. He played bass in Abath's band. He played with Shagrath in a band called Godseed, I think. No, of Hell. And then he's also does Godseed with Gaul from Gorgoroth. These guys are Gaul is one too. Gaul is a theater kid. They take what they're doing so seriously that it becomes a cringy affair. Rather than it being a dramatic presentation, it becomes something that needs to be real. Other people need to take it seriously, and it needs to be real for everyone. Contrast that with actually Abath, right? Abath is the opposite of a theater kid. He doesn't take himself seriously. He takes nothing seriously. He's a goofball, right? But his music's very dramatic, and the dramatic presentation is there, and it's good, and it's like harsh, and it's got all the black metal trappings. It's more authentic in many ways than what the later comers who would put on the corpse paint and call themselves King of Hell or whatever really took upon themselves to be uber serious, because to Abath, it's really just an artistic presentation. It's about conveying the aesthetic effectively, not just like, my music's about Satan, So that's kind of what I think about when I think about theater kids. Is like they, there was a black metal singer that got plastic surgery to look like a 2,000-year-old elf. Oh, great. Maybe that was. I think Mortis he stopped doing black metal, but he used to like put on this goblin makeup and stuff. So yeah, they just take it way too seriously. It's just too serious. Rather than D&D being a game, a literal game, you sit down and play it. They have to make it some sort of expression of their innermost self. Rather than it being a play where you act out the words and hopefully put on a good performance for people, the play becomes about you and your expression, and it's all about you. You have to be the center of attention. And there's a reason that theater kids, as an archetype, share a lot of things, where like their parents don't pay attention to them, or they have come from a broken home. When I grew up in the 90s, lots of us, either had absentee parents or we had divorced parents. My parents were not divorced, but like at least 50% of my friends had divorced parents. So everybody was divorced, parents weren't paying attention, and they gravitate towards those things which give them a sense of identity, a sense of authentic belonging, and that becomes the theater clique. It could also be the band clique. Like I was in band, there was the band cliques, there was like choir cliques, right? But the theater kids seemed to always take it to another level. And I meet the theater kids from other schools, and they're the same way. They're the they're the hyper identitarian. I am this and this is me and I'm super special snowflake kind of person, and you have to respect my super special snowflake status. And everything that I do is some reflection of my innermost self. And it's not that, like, for instance, my art is not a reflection of me or my innermost self. But it's still something that's directed towards an audience. I want people to be able to read my books and enjoy them, not simply see my heart or something like that. I want to put on a good story. I want to put on a good show for people. And that's a little bit different than what the theater kids do. They take it too seriously, and they kind of ruin everything. It's the weirdo that demands the published rule sets conform to their fetishes, the person who demands that the art reflects how they view themselves, the person who demands that racial bonuses go away because that's in the real world we shouldn't have racial bonuses. Well, I mean, okay, but this is a fantasy world with orcs. Orcs are not people, Well, or why can't I be an orc wizard? Because orcs are stupid. The same reason you can't be a dog wizard, because dogs are stupid. That's why. All right. I think someone summed it up in chat. Theater kids, lives for attention, often guided through an overly wholesome demeanor, loves to participate thoroughly in anything so you can look at them. That's pretty much it. Anyway, let's go ahead and play some games. Hope you guys are having a great day. What is this? Yeah, theater kids at my school would all walk around naked. It was awful. What school did you go to? What school did you go to? Nordic Chief, like the Varg did not kill Euronymous over hardcoreness. That's not what happened. None of that is. That's all like smoke and mirrors as far as Norwegian black metal scene. There were no actual Satanists. You can ask Varg. He's on Twitter. There were no actual Satanists. It was all a show. Euronymous took himself too seriously, but also said he was planning to kill Varg. That's Varg's story. It wasn't some beef over who was the most hardcore. There was the singer of Dissection who said he killed himself, at the height of his power, because that's what Satanists do. I don't know about that. The singer for Mayhem Dead killed himself, but that probably had much more to do with personal depression than anything to do with black metal, if we're being honest about that sort of stuff. And then a lot of the bands that were part of that early scene, like Emperor, they took the makeup off. They stopped doing that because they just kind of realized that like the time for that sort of extreme presentation had passed, and it was becoming just a trend. And they just, we'll just exit it and just do music, So, yeah, real human races have bonuses. This was a funny thing, right? To do with the pandemic. Lots of people are like, why aren't there a bunch of people sick and dying in sub-Saharan Africa? Like, why is sub-Saharan Africa seem immune to this pandemic? Not completely immune. They have few cases. People aren't getting hospitalized or dying of it. And it's like, well, I mean, if you had asked like a 17th century slave trader who would have been like, well, of course, the African race is hardier and more resistant to disease. He would have just acknowledged that if you get people from those regions, why were they bringing them they were enslaving them and bringing them to the American Southeast, where it was very hot and muggy and white people were dying of diseases? Well, because they didn't die as quickly as the Irish, the Irish indentured servants would die. So we get these African slaves, and boy, they're very hardy. So, people that are in a tropical sub-Saharan environment where they're just assaulted by diseases all the time, and there's treatment regimens for malaria and stuff that includes hydroxychloroquine, ivermectin for worm treatments. There's already like the first line treatments that are already there in Africa, but no one's really going to say, well, maybe the people who are constantly subjected to tropical diseases might have a better go with the flu than like people who are never sick and live in the snow. I don't know. Is that racist? Maybe it's racist, but maybe it's racist to think that, some people are a little more resistant to that than others, or like some ethnic groups might be more resistant to that than others. It doesn't make sense, though. Dragonborns, for example, they're simply physically stronger than humans and feel emotion stronger. Therefore, they have +2 strength and +1 charisma. I'm always for bonuses with downsides. It's stupid to assume every race would just be like human. Yeah. I think you just demonetized yourself in a single sentence. You said all the words. Yeah. But I mean, it's a thing, right? So I always find it funny that no one's really thought like, well, maybe just like, Africans who, tropical diseases, they kill white people that came to Africa a lot more than they killed the natives. So that's something that has been documented. So like the white colonists that came to Africa were like dropping dead of all these tropical diseases, while the natives were just kind of shrugging them off because they had lived with them forever. They were well adapted to the harsher or more dangerous tropical environment. Anyway, so there's that. Biology, evolution, genetics aren't racist yet. Anyway, Hey, I'll tell you too that if you're African American living in America, you may have vitamin D deficiency because your skin is too resistant to the sun. That's a thing too. We're all different. If you have darker skin, you need more sun to make more vitamin D. If you have lighter skin, you need less sun to make the vitamin D. So it's probably less of an issue for you. We got to be real about who we are. We're all different, right? We all come from different places, and we all have different things that are weaknesses to us or strengths to us too. Anyway, as a guy living in the snow right now, I can attest many people I know get sick this time of year. I'm thankful I rarely get sick. It might have something to do with vitamin D. I've heard that too. Like if you have a lot of vitamin D, then you just don't, you're more resistant to just colds in general, which means if you're outside getting sun, you're probably going to be better off. But a lot of people stay inside for winter because it's cold. Makes a lot of sense to me. All right, let's play some games here. Boop, boop, boop. Bum, 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 bum. Favorites. Final Fantasy. Let's see. There we go. Boop, boop, boop. This is load state. I haven't played since last week. I don't remember what I was supposed to do. Oh yeah, we're gonna go north. We already saved everybody here. We got Sigma here. Yeah, it doesn't help. I'm a shut-in. Yeah, it's a real thing. You have protection. You have like +1 or +2 defense against sunlight, but -1 vitamin D. I have like +2 vitamin D and -2 defense against the sun. I've also heard that there's been a I put that in wrong. It's got to go the other way. I can't remember my blitz inputs. Oops. I put that one in wrong too. X, Y, down, up. Oh, that didn't work either. What am I doing here? So American hospitals do have an incentive to classify deaths a certain way right now. They actually will get grant money. So if they can get a positive test on someone, even if they're not there for that, then it ends up counting. Let's see if there's anything in these woods. Never once had a sunburn, and I've lived in Florida all my life. Oops. I don't even need to use anything here. These little mesosaurs that run away. Chocobo stable. Is there a chocobo in here? Oh, there is. The chocobo is the noblest of creatures. Chocobo ride? Yes, why not? Let's take it. More egg yolks. I'm not sure where I'm going here. Obviously not that way. I like how all the C's are brown. This will make it a little quicker. Well, thank you, Zach. I like to watch your streams when I paint minis in the early mornings. Rarely catch them live, though. Have a coffee on me, sir. Thank you. I really appreciate that. Yeah, that's the main time I like listen to podcasts or watch streams. It's when I'm drawing or doing something else like that. I can't have any words spoken when I'm writing. No lyrics, no singing, nothing. Can't do any of that. Can I go here? Apparently I can't. I don't remember how to see the map. Whatever, I'm going around here. AC Dub. Texas weather, I'm from Texas originally, but I don't really consider it that bad. You know, like my wife is like, I don't want to move where there's tornadoes. I'm like, okay, you know, I understand that. How do I, Oh, there's the map. Did I come from here? I don't remember where I was. Whoops. There's Nikia. We'll check this one out. Sometimes I will put on background music because my house is noisy, so it just kind of like drowns that out. But I can't have like singing. Anything with singing, I can't deal with that while I'm writing. It's just impossible. It's too distracting. I'm trying to put words together. I don't need words coming to my ears. But if I'm drawing, I can I can attend to those words, or I can listen to an audiobook, really without any issue. I think this year one of the things I'm going to work harder on is art, developing more of my techniques. And then after I get these next 2 books out, 2 or 3, I have so many that I really should put out. I think I might make a visual novel, because I played some visual novels last year to get a feel for the medium. I might make one, because I think that would be a really fun project and kind of push me in new directions and push me to grow, all that kind of stuff. I remember being in a D&D Discord and arguing with a 30-year-old woman over the morality of having sex scenes in games with underage players. Yeah. We probably shouldn't do that, right? Seems simple to me. I think the show Glee ruined fandom by prioritizing victimhood and unconditional acceptance of weirdness. It's not Glee, it's the people, the drama guys liked Glee because it reflected how they already felt. That's how I feel about it. Enhancer. I mean, it looks good. We'll buy it. Magic power up. Perfect. Oh, she's got that morning star. Oh, it does pump up the... Let's pump it up. Put her back in the front row. It's pretty good. Diamond helm, one of those. Gaia gear. Those are good. That's, everybody wants one of those. Power sash. Diamond vest. Let's get one of those. Bam. Diamond. Might buy another diamond shield here. I guess he can't equip it. Oh well. Oh well. Let's see what these town people have to say. The thieves are hanging out at the coffee shop. They all escaped from Figaro Castle. Ooh. Well, lets me know where to go. There's the cafe. You look like one. You took one look at me and thought I was a loser, right? You're obligated to buy from me now. Fine. The Zarina ring. I don't have beads. Or the Gale hairpin. They seem good though. Yeah, I don't think children should go to the new D&D fandom. It was a game for like kids, and now it's a game not for kids. It's theater kids grew up and they're like, I could keep doing theater by playing D&D. Boss wants to sneak into Figaro Castle. He wants to get our booty back from the storage room there. Our last boss perished that day. We met up with Gerald in this town. From out of nowhere, a bunch of huge sandworms burrowed into the prison. We followed their tunnels back to the surface and escaped. I've been chatting with the boss of the gang, Gerard. He's kinda handsome. I understand they escaped from Figaro Castle's prison. Is this Gerard? We'll enter the castle through a secret cave that only we knows about. He talks like a troll. All right, let's go. Right, here they go. I'm going to follow them. Apparently... Alright, we getting on this boat here. Ship belongs to the Crimson Robbers. What are you doing? Get away! Can I, like, hide somewhere? Ba-da-ba-dum-bum, ba-da-bum-ba-da-bum-bum. Critical Role. Yeah, it's theater kids. It's really funny is like I make statements like this and people will like rush to prove me correct. I'm so glad we're making people like you mad. I'm like, I'm not mad. You're the one who's taking this shit seriously. Like you're the one who's like, when we point and laugh or we say you're being cringy, it's not that we're mad. You're mad. You're mad that we think you're stupid. While traveling under the desert, Figaro Castle hit an obstacle and came to a halt. Ooh. So we really got to get on. Oh, this guy's going fast. Gotta go fast. The thieves are hanging out the coffee. Oh, wait. What's your problem? Do you know, you're Chad, aren't you? Okay, fast kid. The road you followed here used to be underwater. Okay, little fast kid. Okay, gotcha. Chad? Enough of this nonsense. I have things to do. I have things to do. I'll be busy getting ready for our departure to Figaro. Don't play possum with me, Chad. Or have you somehow lost your own memory? Listen, my lady, I've been Gerard all my life. Only Chad would say my lady. What's all this bloomin' fuss about? The words, my lady, are used the world over. think Sigma would know his own brother. Oh, yeah. You know how to get into Figaro Castle, don't you? Go ho, do we ever? Yeah, you lead the way since it's buried. He's trying to get back into his castle. Gay elves is a bit redundant. The internet made people think mockery is anger. It's like, I think it's just a rewriting, you write your own narrative. So the narrative you write is like, they make fun of me because I made them mad, because I'm getting to them, because I'm doing it correctly, because I'm doing something right. Rather than, they made fun of you because they just can't help it. Or really, like, made fun of you just because they don't like you. That's it. They're not mad at you. Yeah, D&D is not supposed to be taken seriously. It's supposed to be a game. The boss of these thieves is on the second floor. Ooh, an elixir. Yummy, yummy, yummy. A cafe and an inn. I'll look through all the boxes real quick. Oh, what are these guys doing? We mustn't rest now, we have to start rebuilding. Something about the game itself attracts weirdos. Like I said, it's theater kids. It's their chance to continue being... That's why they act out what their character does. There's nothing left of my hometown. It's continuing the theater. You get to keep being in theater forever with D&D. That's what's like so cool about it. Right? Whoa, where am I going now? Over here. Go up over here. I think we already got all this loot, right? There's really no reason for me to do all this. We should just get to the next cutscene. Talk to this guy again. Games aren't supposed to be fun. It's about achievement. Like, if your game is primarily... achievement can be fun, but if, like, that's the primary source of achievement in your life, we need to rethink some stuff. And do things a little bit differently than that. We're storming Figaro Castle. Souvenir of the Empire, anyone? See if there's any new weapons. Gold lance. Well, the thing about role-playing is that you're playing a specific role, right? The idea of a role-playing game was like, you're being, your character is a thief, so you do what a thief does. Not your character's you. As a thief. It's like, I'm a chaotic good thief, because that's me. It's like, it's not really a thief, though. Yeah, people not knowing what else to do with themselves. People got super serious with, like, World of Warcraft. Where's your world buffs? No loot for you! Like, God, it ain't that serious. It's molten core. Let's go help him. Hang on a sec. Are you people still here? Be polite now, Chad. Boss, everything's ready. Let's go. In case of mistaken identity, my dear. Give it up! Hey, look! The bed is got bitcoins on it. It's got bitcoins. Now all these thieves are demanding all our time. I'm exhausted. All our time, huh? Figaro Castle had an accident under the desert. Don't know what happened to its people. See, that's what Chad's trying to do, is get back in. The sweet little girl stopped coming around right after the world ended. Oh, really? Right after the world ended, that sweet little girl stopped coming around. My thief characters are never thieves. They're anarchists who don't believe in the concept of property rights. That is kind of like what a thief would do. But the thing about thieves is that thieves don't... Once a thief steals something, he doesn't want to lose what he's stolen. That's the problem. Bum, 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 bum. The thieves have all left town. No, did I miss them? Alright, and we gotta leave town and find him. Chadamus Maximus and his adventurers. First time I played Fallout 3 Evil all the way. Suplex! Kaboom! Lawful good? No, that would be lawful evil. Lawful evil is Italian mafia. Like, it's a perfect example of lawful evil. It's like, there's rules, but, you know, you're still a criminal organization. I have whispers. So it's got Bolt. Bolt 2 and Poison. What else could we give him? Carbuncle. Bismarck. Phantom. Madwin. That'd actually be pretty good. You don't really need that, though. Life. Shoat. Let's do this, because then we get, like, some healing stuff. I just got a Nintendo Switch. What do you think about Fire Emblem Three Houses? I love it. I thought it was an absolutely really fun game. I did a video where I was critical of the story, and just take that with a grain of salt, because it's a story I played all the way through and enjoyed, and I really enjoyed the gameplay. Even if, you know, I didn't love all the story execution, because there's a bunch of gaps in the story depending on which paths you take, and I'm just not a huge fan of that. Oops. But yeah, it's a great game. I really love it. I love the gameplay of Three Houses. Pretty dangerous from here on. I'll go in first and clear out all the monsters. Wait here. Okay. I have a feeling that's not going to work out for you, Siegfried. You're looking for your friend Roy. Burp. A neck hunter. 3 Houses was good. Yeah, Brian Niemeyer has stuff. The Satanic Panic was a bunch of BS. Oops, I must have spammed it on accident. All right. Well, what's ironic about D&D is that it has basically turned into what 90s writers satirized it as, which is like a dumb pretend play thing for nerds. Fire dance. Burn all these guys like the Crueler and the Humpty and the Neck Hunter. Let's do, let's kind of up her power. Relic. Oh, he doesn't have any relics. Poison Dark Zombie. Let's put on the Genji glove. A drainer. Alright, let's try that. Let's see what the drainer does. I'm not sure what it does because I haven't equipped it yet. So we'll find out. Oh, it heals her. Oh, that's awesome. Neck Hunter. Sometimes that drainer, I guess, hits for 0. Maybe it hits for 0 if your health is full. That would be interesting. That would be an interesting, like, plus minus there, you know? Oh, here we go. Now, where were we? Here, boy, here's some nice food for you. Presto. Good job. I used to have a turtle. Oh, it drains your health. Okay. So that's the it drains your health. I'm just like seeing the green numbers, I'm like, oh, you know what? Because he's a zombie. Oh, maybe it hurts you because he's a zombie. Oh, see, this is a hard sword to know what to do with here. I think I like it. Woke want to make D&D a sanitized version of our world, but with different skins. Alright. Setting can't have anything that would reflect medieval society. That would be problematic, even if portrayed as bad. Yeah. It's like, well, you can't have slavery even though there were slaves in pre-modern periods. That's not new. They had that problem since 2000. Yeah, wizards are not game designers. It's not about game design. People buy the books and don't play them. So, like, the design... On the hum, let's go. So the design just doesn't really matter that much. Because it doesn't matter... They can sell books to theater kids, presumably forever. Anything before the current year is automatically bad. Well, things automatically get better over time, right? Ouch. He's gonna kill my guy here. Yeah, I think I'm going to change this equipment because it's just, you know, it's just less than ideal. Because we could get, like, elemental damage here, you know. Which is pretty good. I don't know, I'm going to keep trying it out. Keep seeing what I can do with it. Ice 2. Oh, we almost did. Yeah, we almost did Rasp. Osmos. Osmos is really good. There we go. Aha! You're right. You're almost a goner. It was awful. I like this music. Bum, 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 bum. It was awful. Okay, I can't go in that way. It was awful. Humpty! Look at these Humpty guys. Bye, Humpty. The Forgotten Realms is a kitchen sink that is very backed up. The Forgotten Realms are so many realms, and none of them seem to be particularly forgotten. It's the Remembered Realms. I do have like a fondness for some of those Drizzt Do'Urden books by R.A. Salvatore. A gold shield. Look at there's armor here. Can I use this armor? Ooh, gravity rod. Crystal helm. Oh no! More Humpties! Why I like Elric. I find the concept of existence having a limit pretty funny and gods fighting over boats. Yeah. The realms nobody cares about. Alright. Ooh, crystal helm. No, we came from that way. Let's get these treasures. X potion and ether. Yes, very good. Yeah, they just keep adding, you're right. It's just more and more Forgotten Realms. There's so many realms that are forgotten here. See, I like the original idea of Forgotten Realms as like, okay, you know, like the Underdark that no one remembers existing. You know, it's literally hidden from the surface world. And it's full of drow. Writers forced to use someone else's ideas will never treat those ideas with respect. Same issue in film. I agree. Yeah, I have to agree. I think that's right on. Seems very correct to me. It's like if you're working with someone else's ideas, you're just not going to. It's not the same as working with your own ideas. It's just not. Wizards of the Coast should be disbanded and their IP farmed out to people who can actually design games and care about them. But they're not going to do that as long as they're selling books, you know? Eventually, like, the theater kids will get tired of pretending, of like the pretend play stuff and move on. Whoa, what's going on in here? Here's the problem. What a mess. Boss, what are we going to do? Our treasure's stored in the room back there. You guys get in there while I keep this thing busy. But boss, that's dangerous. Get going. Chad. I mean, comic books were taken over by theater kids when you stop and think about it. Let's take a thing that... The problem with comic books is you ejected the normies. You know, you took comic books off of the spinner rack at Walgreens and Rite Aid and Lucky or whatever, and you put them into a special shop run by a fat, smelly guy who knows way too much about them. He's just a nerd. He takes them way too seriously. Then you hire artists who take the whole thing way too seriously to make the books. And then you wonder why you're not selling any books. Yeah, well, you handed it over to a very small niche. I mean, I guess I can't complain too much about Wizards of the Coast, just in the fact that I think their strategy has been successful. Right? There's a lot of attention that D&D gets. These theater kids probably wouldn't have played D&D if it wasn't for, like, the internet promoting it to them. What are you waiting for, Juno? Give me a hand. Chad, it is you. Ooh, look at this guy. Tentacles. Seize. Oh no! It grabbed him. Oh no, Bio! He's poisoned. I think Juno's gonna have to heal here. Seize. Discard. Entwine. So each of these is a different element, I can see. So one of them's fire here. One of them's ice, it looks like. Let's do, do I have heal? Yeah, cure 2. Oh, it doesn't work if they're like tentacled. Let's go. Oh man, we gotta get something strong here. I have an antidote in here somewhere? Or like a high potion, some high potions, or is it just X potions? Dried meat. Antidote. Magic. Cure 2. Use a potion on yourself, quick! Someone was dead. Seize! I think Chad's going down. It's alright. We'll get him. Oh, I'm confusing Chad and Sigma. That's why I'm failing so bad. Sorry. Let's Phoenix down him. Get him up. Ah. There we go. Chad's gonna die again. Dang it. All right. Let's go. Osmos. Get some MP back here. Yeah, that seize is really annoying. Making this fight much longer than it needs to be. Alright, that one died. Sigma's gonna die now, though. Raise him up. Poisons him again. He's dead again. At least he's not seizing his corpse. Entwine. Oh, he can't suplex the tentacle. There we go, chainsaw. Hadouken! Incorrect blitz input. Okay. The chainsaw missed. There we go. That was an annoying fight, but we got through it. Why the stupid farce? Well, I heard that Figaro had an accident. I wanted to help, but didn't know where to look. Then I heard that these idiots had escaped from the prison. You needed to use them. Bingo. I had to wait until they led me to their secret cave. Amazing, considering that you threw most of them in jail to begin with. Don't treat us like strangers anymore. Uh-oh. Let's hide. Boss? Boss? Must have been eaten by that thing. Wasn't even much of a monster. Well, let's go. You don't want that treasure back? It's completely worthless. Besides, Kefka's the one we need to worry about. Those guys haven't committed any serious crimes. Come on, let's go. There's only one little problem, eh, brother? Let's. That chainsaw does good work. Yeah. Need to switch my Espers out. Equip. He always comes in. No, he didn't come in naked. Alright. Relics. Let's do... Give him an Esper. He already knows Cure 2 and Remedy, but he could learn Regen and all this other stuff, so that might be good. Carbuncle might be good. Does he know Life yet? No. Alright, we'll do that. Alright. So we already got all these, so Shiva, we learned all the stuff, so let's learn Fire Ice Bolt. Alright, let's do that one. Do Ifrit. Oh, bless me. Have you heard of Allegiance Arts Comics? I think so. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I don't want to talk about them. Yeah, I don't want to talk about Red Rooster, Crimson Cock. Basically, the entire company was built. I don't want to get to it. I don't want to talk about it. You should ask people who backed Red Rooster what they think about it. That's what you should do. Oh, I need to heal up. I got 420 magic. I got 420 points. All right. Go. I like God Emperor of Dune. I really do feel like that there's something to that. Like Heretics of Dune and Chapter House Dune, I didn't really like either one. Regal Crown. Aha, Sigma is the king now. Sigma. The actual comics are not bad. It's that it's not just that it was late, it was insanely late. And they spent their money and effort like on cruises and trying to do this distribution thing that no one basically has not worked out the way that you would actually think. But anyway, I don't want to talk too much about this, guys. I don't want to give attention to grifters. So I won't say anything else about it. No, we just came from here. Book 4 and 5 were made by Frank so he could buy his dying wife a beach house, and the rest is Brian Herbert trying to finish the story and make money. Nonsense! It's been fixed. Next stop, the surface. Of the first 6 Final Fantasy games, do you have any favorite characters? I really like Kain, the Dragoon. I don't know. I like Chad here. What's his real name? I forgot the real name of the character. Dog, what you barking at? I'm guessing my wife and kids have left somewhere. That's because the dog is now suddenly like, you gotta pay attention to me. Yeah, I agree, Bog. I just don't want to talk about it much. Anyone for Comicsgate, I don't like to talk about it. Ah, King Chad. Cult of Kefkef. I'd love one should call out a cult member's name, however. I don't really remember Heretics of Dune or Chapter House Dune. That's what's crazy. Like, I don't even really remember the stories. It's like a lot of those middle Wheel of Time books. It's like, what happened in like Winter's Heart or whatever it was? I'm like, I don't remember. I just don't remember at all. Magicite gives human magical powers. Amazing. Welcome back. We check in here. I don't remember where I'm supposed to go. We'll look around here. Winter's Heart was a bad dream, nothing more. What happened in Oathbringer? I actually I'd have to stop and think. Because I read it when it came out and it felt like such a slog. That like, it was really hard to get through that one. Like, and book 2 was bad. Book 2 was like, what happened in book 2? Shani walked over to where everyone else was for 500 pages. And then, what's his face? Kaladin ended up in jail. Make yourselves at home here. Welcome back, King Chad. Huh? Sigma, what a splendid young man you've become. Right. You know, and then he realized he had to be like a good guy. And then he became like a Knight Radiant. Woo! That was it. And then they went to the mountain. And Andalin killed that annoying guy at the end. I have all these. I have 6 bioblasters. And no debilitators. Let's sell some. Armor. Look at all this stuff we have. Relic, armor. How'd I end up with all these tools? I don't know. Bioblaster. I'll have 5 of those. I do remember Kaladin losing a limb and simply healing it. That's when the stakes got killed. Yeah, Words of Radiance was like they just went backwards, and then what you can do with Words of Radiance is literally read the first 50 pages and then skip and read the last 150 pages, and you won't have missed anything. Like, Brandon Sanderson ended up taking after Robert Jordan in all the worst ways. So just like the story is so padded with nothing. I do remember this scene where I think it was Andalin was like explaining how to poop in the armor. And I was like, what am I reading? What is the point of this? Oh, it's to have some funny banter. It's like, this is stupid. No more Returners, no more Empire. Now who am I going to side with? I don't remember if I go anywhere from here. Do I go somewhere? I don't know. Maybe we leave the city. We got all the stuff. Welcome back. No, so now we're up here. There we go. Is this the cave over here? I don't know what's over here. We're gonna look. I'm gonna look real quick. Remember, arranged marriages are cool if the guy is handsome and stupid and the girl is a strong female character. What's over here? Oh, there's a little village. Let's see what's in it. "50% divorce rate of voluntary marriages." It's not quite that. Like, divorce rates don't work. Divorce rates do not predict how your marriage will be voluntary or involuntary. So, but, you know, if you voluntarily enter it, you can voluntarily leave it. So that's part of it. Really, I think involuntary marriages or arranged marriages are part of cultures where you're expected to you know, the community pressures you to always stay, you know, active there. The thieves have all left town. Okay, where do we went here? Seen any new anime lately? Not really. I watched one on, I think, HBO called Moonlight Fantasy. I watched some of that because it's another isekai. I don't like isekai, but I'm trying to figure out why people like it. And the nearest I can tell is that it very quickly went from something serious to something which only exists because the deconstruction of it is funny. That's the nearest I can tell. You have something like, what is it? Konosuba, or like some of these isekai animes, and they're only funny, or they're only good because they're funny, because they deconstruct the idea of isekai, which is actually stupid, is what I've decided. Like, I've never liked Portal Fantasy, even from the Western perspective, very much. You know, like, oh, someone from our world goes to another world, you know. Princess of Mars is good, you know, that stuff's fine. I just get a little tired of that. I'm more like the Tolkien stuff that's just like commit to the all-inclusive world that's not ours. That's where I'm at. Shallon is also just not a very interesting character to me. She just annoys me. There's something about like the way some men write strong female characters that just makes the female very unappealing to me. You know, just like she becomes an amoral, annoying character. I think that's my big problem with most of book 2 was that the character started to get annoying. They stopped being virtuous or interesting, and they just started to say annoying things all the time. Yeah, I think now isekai is only interesting in that it is deconstructing itself as a joke all the time. And at a certain point, you have to just stop making them because you can't make fun of the retardedness of it anymore. But Moonlight Fantasy was like, you know, oh, the guy goes to... He already knows the isekai setup. And so it's mostly like, haha, you can't even speak to people. You can only hang out with, like, pig orcs and stuff. And it's like, oh, this sucks. You know, it's a comedy. And that's the only redeemable thing about it, is that it's a comedy. Jobless Reincarnation is a classic isekai, so maybe that. Or like, you know, middle-aged businessmen arise in another world. That one like took it, you know, was like, oh, great. So the joke is that it's about how people don't know how to run their businesses, and this Japanese businessman is gonna teach everybody how to do it, you know. It's kind of funny. But yeah, it's a deconstruction of the genre. So at a certain point, like, this fad has to die and everybody has to move on from it into something else that's better. Like, reject isekai, embrace straight high fantasy. Where do I go from here? I guess I can't go across the water. Or maybe I have to take the ship back to where I was before. That might be it. ReZero, I haven't. I've often thought about how to reconstruct broken tropes like the ones you see in isekai. Probably the best way to do this is to have the MC focus adapting to the world. Isekai 1980s Iowa Farm Boy. There was an isekai novel called I Reincarnated into a Vending Machine. It was a pretty good comedy. Yeah, it's just comedy now. Because it's just making fun of the stupidness of it. That's the only thing that's interesting. And at that point, like, you really have a dying genre. It needs to be something else. You need to return to like Lotus War or something, you know? Lodos War. What book of yours should I read first? Depends what you like. So if you like horror, you'll probably like Eyes in the Walls. If you like straight modern horror, sci-fi horror, we got Voices of the Void. If you want high fantasy, I have several high fantasy series going. The current one, next one that's coming out is Moonsong 3. So Moonsong 1 and 2 are good to read. First one's called City of Silver. They're all back there. I don't feel like getting up and getting them all, but yeah. What else? Muramasa Blood Drinker. That's a samurai one. What else do I have? Oh man, we got so many books. Okay. Get this out here. That's book one. Book one. Awesome Blood Drinker. A couple copies of that. Eyes on the Walls. All right, yeah, we'll pump some books real quick. While we listen to the victory one. All right, Keys to Prolific Creativity. So you can grab this one right now. It's like $2.99 for the ebook. This is all about honing in your creative process. For musicians, because I'm a musician, you know, I was a college professor that taught music too, among other things. And so, I didn't teach, I only taught music, but I did other things beside that. Like I was a professional performer for a decade, and now I write books. So this one has a lot of that stuff that I tend to talk about a lot on the channel. So Keys to Prolific Creativity, that's a great one. A lot of people got use out of that one. Here's the newest one. This is fantasy horror. This takes place in my universe. It's called The Wasting Desert. And you can get that one, I think, again for $2.99, or maybe it's $99. I think it's a 99-cent short read, or like $4.99 for the paperback if you want a physical. And I will be, let's do this one. So here's Moonsong Book 1, City of Silver. And so you can get that one. Same idea. Number 2, Tyrant's Gallow, is already out. I have had a lot of delays doing book 3 because I had to rewrite it because it just wasn't very good. I wrote it like 7 years ago and haven't put it out. So book 3 will be coming out. I haven't decided on a final title for it. You know. So I haven't decided on a final title for that one. But you can get City of Silver. People really like this one. Another, you know, fairly short novel. I've been experimenting with that over the last couple years to get people reading more books, because if you can read a book in 2 hours, it's usually a little bit less daunting than you can read a book instead of watching a movie. Eyes on the Walls, if you like straight horror, this is a really good one. People really like this one. This is very Christian horror. Basically, it starts off with, I think there's a monster living in the bottom of the morgue that my mom works at. We go from there. Muramasa Blood Drinker. This is technically the first book I published, but people really like it. It's a samurai story. Got lots of battles in it, lots of fun sword fights, and a lot of horror elements. So if you like that one. This is a classic 5-act structure book as well. I don't do that many of those, but yeah, this is a 5-act book. Water of Awakening. That's the first Eternal Dream book. This is if you like something that's more of an Odyssey format, this one is definitely a great one. This is one of my favorite books that I had fun writing, and I'm gonna be after I finish and put out Moonsong Book 3. I mean, Book 3 is finished, but after I finish designing the cover and doing all that and putting that all out, then we'll have Book 3 of this one. Book 2 is Needle Ash, which I originally released as a trilogy. So you can have different characters from this series that show up and reoccur, but each book has a little bit different focus as far as who's the protagonist. Moonsong's more straightforward. Every single book has the same, essentially, lead characters in it. So there you go. There's some book plugs. And I, of course, appreciate anybody that reads the books, because I have a lot of fun writing as well. One magic point. Garamesh and the Farmer. That one's free. So you can read that one for free. And that one's actually very related to my broader fantasy world. Oh, I never promote this one. But I'll promote it real quick. So I have one on Kindle Vela that, people aren't into Kindle Vela, so I'm probably going to just put this one out as a straight book. But I'll go ahead and I'll link it here. And if you're into Kindle Vela, you can read this one. This one's called The Bright Children. This one's very much mythic fantasy. So you'll probably, like that one if you like really weird, dark fantasy stuff. I'll probably just put it out as a regular book because Kindle Vela has not been the biggest moneymaker, and at some point I will have milked all the money I think I can get out of it with this book, and so it's better to just have it be a regular book where people can buy it and have it. But I want to write a couple of sequels, so I might write the 2 sequels that go with it, which I haven't written, and then put it out as like a trilogy and do that whole bit, and that'll be fun. So I really enjoyed writing that one, though. It was good. Yeah, Needle Ash is definitely military fantasy. Water of Awakening is Odyssey fantasy. It's more like The Hobbit, less like Lord of the Rings or something. Main character Helga, she goes on basically a fantastical journey to the Feylands to get a cure for her ailing husband, and it's everything goes from there. Oh, why did I do suplex? I don't know. It's okay to just write short stories. I like short fiction a lot, personally. So, for me, I like short fiction. I think it's okay to just write short fiction if you want to. H.P. Lovecraft never really wrote any longer books, and he's been tremendously influential and important, and his short books are great too. So, you don't have to write long books. If you enjoy the short fiction format, just embrace it and kick ass at that format. I like writing in several different formats. I like writing what I call the 2-hour book, which is a longer novella, and I like short stories, and I like writing really long stuff too. So I like to work in different formats depending on the story I have in mind. Actually, we're just gonna go rest at the end real quick. But yeah, short fiction's great, or people should read it for sure. Problem is that, most people, at least for a long time, people have just bought books and not really done much else. So they don't really know the short fiction format. They're not super familiar with it. Yeah, I've never heard of Kindle Vela. You're not alone. You're not alone. Like, most people haven't even heard of it. It was a big thing. Authors were really excited about it. It's basically like Wattpad. It's serial fiction. And authors that had big audiences were able to exploit it, but not necessarily in a way that would make them more money than if they just released the book. That was generally what people said. Was like, oh, I could have just written a book and released it, and it would have done the same with less effort, I guess. So Amazon didn't really promote it. Like, they just left it to die on the vine, which was really unfortunate and sad. But, I mean, what are you going to do? Everyone was hoping Amazon would promote it and there'd be a wave that you could have ridden and gotten new readers, but it didn't really work out that way. What ended up happening was people who already had a big audience were just able to exploit that, and people who had no audience really got nothing out of it. And if you're like me and your audience, I sell more paperbacks than ebooks. My audience is really into physical books and not ebooks. They're into permanent things they can put on the shelf. Then there really wasn't a lot of benefit to it. I didn't make a ton of money off of it. He's meditating just north of Narsh. Okay. Everybody come out of here. You can also read Kindle stuff on your phone. Like I read more Kindle books on my phone than I read. I have like a. What is going on in here? Is there something in here? Secret passage? Oh, I don't think there's anything in there. Anything up here? Oh, here's some lovebirds. For each life lost, a new one arrives to fill the void. Okay, nothing's gonna stop us. Oh, my. Oh, that person. Are they talking about making babies? Yeah, Jared, you're right. It just wasn't promoted by the company, and I found out later that the person who's their kind of creative child, they got promoted. She got promoted, and so once she was gone, there was really no captain to sail the ship, and they just kind of let it rot on the vine, and they didn't ever expand it past the U.S. market anyway. I can't read very long a screen that isn't e-ink anymore. I just fell in love with the tech. Yeah, I get that. Like, eye fatigue is a real thing. I have one. I just don't... I'm not reading for more than, like, 15 minutes at a time most days. Like, some people will have hours to read. I don't really... I have to read in a bunch of little short bursts in between other things because that's what fits. And the phone helps me do that because I always have my phone with me. I can just pull it out and do some reading, like read an article or read some book or whatever it is. All right. All right, let's see where we're supposed to go now. All right, I think we already got all that taken care of. All right. Okay, we're way up here. Got to go back down. I don't mind screen reading, but I like physical copies because it doubles as a decoration in my home. I like physical copies because they're really easy to just give to somebody else. You can just be like, oh, here, read this book. Check out this book. If you want, you know? It's really easy to lend it to someone else or give it away or... Alright. Bye-bye, pyramids. Yeah, I think books can be a different aesthetic experience than an e-book as well. It's just different. Like, I try to do all my books so that they have a good paperback. Or a hardback. So you can get Water of Awakening in hardback. This is a hardback. And, you know, I did a lot of work on this hardback. So there's a lot to it. You know, there's a lot of custom stuff. You know, where's the map? You know, there's a map. Ooh, a map that I hand drew. And, you know, I custom made all of the little caps. All the drop caps are custom done. I drew those and created those. So I did I put a lot of work into making the physical copies of books something really good. It looks cool under the backlight. Pretty. It's almost time to say goodbye. The stream's almost done. Almost out of time. Black Dragon! Let's see if we can suplex. Oh, no, he died instantly. Big fan of your channel. Appreciate your content. Final Fantasy VI is my favorite RPG of all time. Happy gaming. I like it a lot too. It might be my favorite Final Fantasy game. I haven't played it in a long time, so I've had a lot of fun playing it again. Love the aesthetics, the story, the gameplay. There's so much to it. I like it a lot. Man, that is a lot of damage. Oh, can't see the game. Thank you. I had this like over on the side, you know, so I wasn't paying attention to it. Look at this fun little guy. Thanks, C-Dub. We don't see the dragon. Sorry. Got like 3 monitor setup. I was thinking about doing that 4K monitor setup that people are doing. Like one big 4K monitor instead of like a bunch of smaller monitors. Because I could drive that and I could drive my little pen display. There we go. It's like such sad music. I don't remember if I need to go... I think I need to go up that way? Oh, I'll find out. Let's just chainsaw this black dragon to death. It's just a skeleton. Just dies instantly. I thought about getting a VR headset, then making a virtual desk that has 4+ monitors. Not sure how well that'd work though. That's an interesting idea. Like, I like the idea of that. It's like straight out of Johnny Mnemonic, you know? But what's the point of a virtual 4K monitor? I'm not sure I get it. Like, why a virtual 4K monitor? Why not just a 4K monitor? Or virtual monitors? I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Well, like, because you wouldn't be rendering all the pixels on those virtual monitors, right? But you'd only render them when you were looking at them. So, like, you know, you could set up a virtual display and then, like, you could look at it and see it. But it'd be some fraction of the resolution of your actual monitors, you know? So I don't know. I don't know quite how that would work. I like the idea of it, though, I think. I like the idea quite a bit. Espers. We haven't learned Drain, so we gotta learn... Well, let's see if there's another one that does Drain. Bismarck. Shote. I think that's the only one that does Drain that I have. Alright, we'll keep it on for now. Love Final Fantasy music too. Suplex! Yeah, it's because the world's been destroyed. Like, this apocalypse has happened, and now we're walking around in a destroyed world that Kefka rules. Delta Bug. What happened to Chad here? What happened to him? He got turned into something goofy. He got turned into a platypus or something. Oh, it's frog. He got turned into a frog or something. Did he get turned into an imp? No, that was it. He looked like a pretty happy little guy, though. I don't remember if I came here or not. Whatever, we'll get XP. Everything drops XP. Slime duck. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, was like, replace these 3 monitors with one 4K monitor, which is the same as 4 monitors, and just do it that way. I have an ultra wide in the middle, so like, you know, it would just, I have a feeling it'd be really good for productivity. The problem I imagine is like getting my camera, like where my camera's up here, that's going to make it a little harder to do videos, you know. Or if it's any higher, that's going to be a problem. Like an RPG to explore this villain's wind idea, but the world turns out either normal or better than the heroes have. A dilemma about if they go back to stop the villain. You're gonna have to fight your way in here, chumps. Wait. Lucina! Mama, are these your friends? Oh, I'm so glad to see that you're safe. I've missed you. Lucina, come on. Come one. Let's go. Unless we stop Kefka, all's lost. Come one. Currently have a 1440p and I treat it as 2 monitors. All my windows use only half the screen. Yeah, that's the idea, is that it's use a big 4K TV, and it's like having 4 1080p monitors. So like each window would really only be like a quarter of the screen, you know, and it would work. And it would, like, you know, you could see me bouncing here. Everything's like on a monitor stand. I could just simplify my setup a lot, but I don't know if I want to spend the money. I need to move this year possibly, so our mamas and papas are gone. That is, I can't fight any longer. The very day the world failed, Kefka turned some kind of beam on this town. Almost all of the adults perished trying to save their children. It's heading this way. Protect the kids. I'm out of time. I got 4 more minutes. Then I got to move on to other stuff. I forgot to share the Discord. Everybody's always getting on me for not sharing the Discord enough. It's not my Discord, but I hang out in it sometimes. NewPub Discord. There were only children here. The moment I arrived, I felt needed. Hold on, give me a minute. Then open up the Discord app. Scan it with my phone. There we go. I don't use it on my computer that much. Ba-ba-bum. Ba-ba-bum. There we go. All right. There's a server link. Get this going here. Up. I'm on it sometimes, but I'm not always on it, so it's not mine. I don't run it. So I claim no responsibility for what anyone says. There were only children here. The moment I arrived, I felt needed. You can't take Lucina away. There's something about the color palettes of this game too that I'm so full of 90s. It has this like 90s nostalgia. Like the color of her hair, the fact that it's like this weird green, blue, teal color. Please excuse him. It's just that if Lucina goes, she takes with her the very spirit of our survival. I don't know why these kids need me, but they've made me feel things I've never felt before. The moment I sensed this, I lost my will to fight. I can't honestly say I don't know what's going on inside of me, and the more I try to understand it, the less inclined I am to fight. Lucina's helped us all to survive ever since she's been here. We felt hopeful for the future. Our papas and mamas are gone. Dwayne and Katerin are the oldest ones here. Everyone here calls Lucina Mama. But we'll be happy if Lucina will come back to us. I saw Dwayne kissing Katerin. Ha ha ha. A badly wounded soldier passed away here in Mobliz. The light took everyone. Everyone! Dad, Mom. We're not going to take Lucina away, are you? Okay, move out of the way. No, that's not a door. I don't know what that is. Alright. Do I just leave? I guess I do. Help, run! Poon Baba's coming! Well, we gotta see what's going on here. Poon Baba! Poon Baba's an ancient demon who was released when the world was undone. Whoa! Well, that didn't do anything to him, did it? Well, that didn't do anything. Annihilated. Oh no, I should have saved the game. Lucina, wake up! Uh-oh, here it comes! I don't know who she was talking to. I don't know who she was talking to. Suplex this guy. There we go. Chainsaw. Yeah. Suplex. Funbaba. Kaboom! He ran away. I've really lost it, my fighting edge. Mama, are you okay? I'm staying here. As you can see, I can't be of any help to you. Besides, the children really need me. But Lucina... Maybe after a little more time passes, I need to understand what's happening to me. I'm staying. The children need me. If you have something... I'll have you if something happens to Mama. Can't talk to the other girl. It's fine. Thanks for scaring Fumbaba away. In his haste, he dropped this. Here. Receive the magicite Fenrir. Fenrir the wolf. Lucina's helped us all to survive. Ever since she's been here, we've felt hopeful for the future. This is our village. You can't just waltz in here and start barking out orders. Oh, can't I? I have a chainsaw. Okay. Anything in here? I guess not. All right, there we go. Okay. Got some dogs here. Some houses underwater. Okay. All right. Okay. That's going to be it for today, guys. I do appreciate it. I will see you all next time. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Books are available on Amazon and other platforms sometimes, but you know, a lot of times Amazon because it gives me the most money, does the most work for me. Dead. Okay, time to earn my name. Did I write that? That'd be funny. Okay. All right, guys. I'll see you next time. Have a great one, and peace out. Get that music going a little bit here.